That's the sort of play that we saw out of him in Spokane up on the January 30th.
Yeah, and remember, about 7 of those baskets missed by Steven attacking the rim, but about 7 of those baskets were steals at the top of the key and layups, so that's why he had a lot of points.
And the blocking foul called on Mankisto. 11:31 to play. Gonzaga leading it by 20. Keon Bell trying to get his Pepperdine ways going. It's a long way back for Pepperdine. Stay with us.
You hear that?
I think Jonathan Dupree, left hand, no good. Olynyk fighting Mankisto Arop. Here's Arop at the other end. Well, you got to give them both credit for fighting for the basketball.
Yeah, the 2 Canadians weren't going to give it up, were they?
No. Here's Jackson. And a foul call here on Stephen Gray. And I believe that's number 4 on Gray. It is number 4. So Stephen now 4 of 8 shooting, 2 for 4 behind the line. Again, had a great start, Craig, but it's cooled off.
Well, he's playing some pretty good defense,
He is playing
and it's taken away from a little bit of his offense. He started the Zags off with some good shooting, but it's been his defense locking down Bell and keeping him in check. And when you work that hard on defense, sometimes your offense suffers for it.
Tipped around, and Joshua Lowry runs it down for Pepperdine.
Well, here's some good news. Robert Zachary just got his 5th block shot a couple of possessions ago. He's on the bench now, but 5 is a career high for him.
That's Corbin Moore with 2 for Pepperdine. Yeah, as a team, Gonzaga now with 8 block shots. The deflection right to Goodson, who is standing all alone on that baseline. As we near the 10-minute mark in Malibu. Golden lob. Not a good pass to Foster.
Well, it was behind Will. Will wanted it near the rim, and Matt just didn't get it to him. But did you see what Kelly Olynyk did on that possession? People think in zones you don't have to screen.
Yeah.
He screened the top guy, getting Matt Bolden that look. I thought Matt was going to take the shot.
More traveling there for Pepperdine.
And we just talked about Robert's individual accolades. He had 4 block shots against San Diego and Portland, so he just broke his career high. But right now, Pepperdine only 13 field goals. I know there's still 9 minutes left. 17 field goals is a low by a Zag opponent, Augustana and both Eastern Washington. And the way the Zags are playing defense right now, even in that 9 minutes, it might be hard for the Waves to get to 17.
Yeah, but look at how many offensive boards they've had, Craig. 17 offensive boards.
Yeah, but that's...
There's Bolden's 3.
I think I explained that earlier when you got the big guys going over to help. Augre and Taylor Moore both are getting those easy putbacks because there's no one going down to help when Robert or Elias go over to help and block, try to block shots.
There's a field goal by Keon Bell. But my point is 17 offensive boards, but yet only 14 field goals. So they're missing and they're getting a lot of extra, but they're not converting on the rebounds either.
Well, look who's doing it. I mean, Augre's outmatched on this floor. Moore is young and probably outmatched. So they're rushing their shots once they get those rebounds. And you're right, if they put those back in, boy, it's a whole nother ball game.
Checking in for Pepperdine.
20-point game. There's Caleb Willis, the freshman out of Stockbridge, Georgia, checking back in for Tom Asbury. Asbury was 16-4 as an assistant and 10-3 as a head coach during his first stint at Pepperdine. He really had this program at the top of the West Coast Conference. Here's Harris. Grant Gibbs flashing through, got it back to Bolden. 5 on the shot clock. Goodson deep 3. That one back of the iron. Gibbs kept it alive for Gonzaga. Here's Bolden into the middle, left for Goodson.
You know, nice job by Grant. Grant was kind of out of discombobulated over there. You know, he just didn't have it going, and it kind of took the Zags out of the rhythm on that possession, but he got the offensive rebound and another opportunity for the Zags.
Goodson to the free throw line to Grant Gibbs. Bounce pass, Sacre.
Take him up. Oh.
Missed it. Put back, and he'll shoot free throws. Rob Sacre playing a great game for Gonzaga. He's been exactly what they needed in the middle. Dominant. Gonzaga leads by 20. California, number 13 Gonzaga on the road against Pepperdine. And right now it's been all Gonzaga. They lead it by 20, 58-38, 7:54 left to play. Greg Heister and Craig Elo. We are courtside for the call. And it's Rob Sacre settling in at that free throw line. And he hits the free throw. So Rob has been absolutely feathery at the free throw line. I'm trying to look up his stats here. He's 4 for 4. And then he misses one. I jinxed him.
The old announcer jinx. Every time you talk about a guy that's perfect at the line.
Or anywhere for that matter.
Except Derek Robio. You couldn't jinx him.
Tipped away by Harris. Here's Willis. Bounce pass. That was Tanner Carey who missed. And a foul called on Gonzaga. I believe it's Grant Gibbs.
That was a pretty good play by Robert. He tried to help on the penetration, and there's a familiar face.
Yeah, Mr. Pat Riley, the general manager of the Miami Heat.
Long-time Laker, though. Laker coach. Coached all those great teams.
Gonzaga now 17 fouls, so Pepperdine into the bonus.
And was a member of that team in 1966 of Kentucky that lost to Texas Western.
Oh.
He was on that team.
That's right, he was. I remember watching the Sports Century on that.
Yep.
There's Goodson. Back to Bolden. 5 on the shot clock.
Whoa.
It's Harris. Taken away by Bell. Possession arrow favoring Gonzaga. They call the tie-up. But you see some of the athleticism in Keon Bell on a play like this, kid.
Yeah, he's going up against a guy that's much bigger than him, but he had the advantage coming down because he saw the pass coming, so he timed it right. Robert.
Sacre for 3. He had to. Shot clock was way down. He has one make this year. He was 1 of 1, so his percentage just split. He went from 100% to 50%. He went from a real threat to a pretty good shooter from out there.
I still like 50%, though. There's number 6.
Yeah.
He's got a block party going on.
He does, by Rob Sacre. Keon Bell, step back 3. That's short. Darby with the rebound. How did that go through?
You know, if you put Elias and Darby back to back, they pretty much have the same body, kind of the same build. And those two were battling. Watch this block out. He got the inside on Elias, and Elias couldn't get in there. And then everybody went down to help. Darby throws one in, and he's going to get a 3-point play maybe. He does.
Stephen Gray into the game for Gonzaga. That's Caleb Willis coming in for Pepperdine as Darby goes to the